Welcome back. It is day 154 of our road to 2200, and we have the white pieces starting out. And yeah, we're 1984. My opponent's playing the Alekhine's defense, so we're going to go ahead and push and play c4, and we're going to play in the most principled way, which is taking the entire center here with f4. Now, I know Alekhine's defense players really enjoy these kind of positions, I think, and it can get a little bit crazy. But we're going to try and play the most principled way and hold on to the pawns. So they bring out their bishop. Now, this is kind of targeted. You see, this is... So I always do struggle against this because we can't develop here. We lose the pawn. If I go here, trying to hold on to the center even more, that should be a good move. And then maybe we think about going here and trying to trade. But instead they open up their bishop, so they might want to go here. But I think I want to go here. If they were to play check, is that an issue? I can just block it, it appears. So I'm going to develop my bishop. I want a castle. I don't think they should allow me to castle, to be honest, because a lot of the times that I've played these kinds of positions, my king gets stuck in the center. There's a lot of holes around the king, right? So I think a lot of people would usually try to play this move, but they try to put more pressure on the center. But I think I can just take, and then castle. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go ahead and castle. They're probably going to try to attack me. But I'm already thinking about some d5 push. I could also develop my bishop here, but they'll just block, so it's probably no good. I guess that does hang this pawn, doesn't it? Oops. So we've already hung the pawn. But knight here, we can maybe play queen d3 attacking this and this. Or wait, if they take, can I push d5? Where does the knight go? I guess I can go here, and then on check, they can just block, and it wouldn't be hanging. Hopefully you guys cannot hear the background noise. Somebody outside is weed whacking. I can hear it. It's kind of distracting, but it is what it is. I just hope you guys cannot hear it because that would make the video really bad. So yeah, they're definitely calculating takes. Yeah, of course. And then push, they go here. Or I can go here immediately, attacking this and this. I think we play queen d3. Immediately attacking both the knight and the pawn. I don't know if we want to take this, do we? Knight takes... Well, then I could actually take... Maybe? No, they take with check. We gotta be careful. Right here, we might play some b3. Also, knight g5 might be a move, but I think I need to develop my pieces. I need to play knight c3. They can maybe take... Yeah, they just go back. So if I take, they can take. That comes with a check. I could also push in the center first. No, I can't. Let's develop our knight. Now push might be a move. The pawn is hanging. But I'm not so sure that I want to take that pawn. So they just develop their bishop. So they want a castle. That's what they want. I could ask the question, takes castles, and then I could take the pawn. So let's play a6 or a3. I don't think they'll slide back. They'd have to sacrifice a piece. So by putting the bishop here, they're pretty much just forced into taking. And now you either have to protect the pawn or just castle and say you can take the pawn back. And bishop g5 can be an annoying move now. So they just decide to castle. So I'm going to take the pawn back. I think we're going to have a very strong attack here, actually. Since the center is not destabilized anymore. This is the weak point. Our bishop is kind of bad, and our rooks are not coordinated, but for now we should be okay. So I'm looking at knight here. They're pretty much forced to play this. And then I come back, and they're going to create a lot of weakness. That is what I'm going for. So let's go knight g5. We threaten checkmate. g6 stops that. And then I was going to play queen to h3, threatening checkmate again. So you have to probably commit to this move, which feels uncomfortable, especially with some g4 ideas. I think I can play g4. g4, it's weakening of my king, but you cannot take the pawn, and I'm threatening to just take. The queen protects this rank as well, so my weakness here is held. If you try to push the pawn, probably just take it. Now your dark squares are ultra weak as well. Yeah, so they go there. But now I should be able to just take. If you go here, we have rook f7, which looks very nice. You can take with the queen, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be very good. Yeah, so we do have this kind of position. But now I can just take the pawn with check. Or I can just develop. Let's just take with check. And then we'll move our queen. I'm not sure that they're going to want to take that, yeah. Now, where do I want to go with my queen, I guess is the question. Probably here and try to get this. So let's bring our queen into the party. We're protecting the pawn, but we're also attacking the king, in a sense. So they have to protect. But now I can play bishop to g5. Another threat on the king. There's no takes or anything like that. So you have to defend this. Can't do it with that move. Can't do it with that move. This just threatens to win the rook and simplify the game. So I guess you can go here. But then we're just going to play rook f1 and trade pieces. My opponent resigns. GG. Okay, that was a decent game. We played with a 92.6. My opponent played with an 81.1. We played the 4 pawns attack. And we did lose one of the pawns here in the center of the board, which is not good. We should protect it, probably with b3, I would assume. Yeah. Just be very solid, have a lot of central control. But instead we have this, and then they go back, and they're just better because they're up a pawn. But then they give me the bishop, helping me solidify my center, and then we get our pawn back. And this was a mistake because of knight to g5, and now we just start weakening their king. And as soon as they bring the king up, we can just take, and then we capture here. They have to sacrifice, and yeah, my queen gets in. They have to protect, but now bishop here. If you play a move like this, I mean, you can, first of all, you can go check. But I was just going to go rook f1. And like, what do? You can't move off of this diagonal, so you probably have to take. And then you probably have to go check. King moves. And the game kind of goes on. The computer's saying go knight d5, which makes no sense. Because then the queen just takes it. But anyways, let's play another one. Okay, we got Mr. Dad Dong. We have the black pieces this time, playing a Caro-Kann. So 2 pawns in the center, and they play the advance, so we would go c5. And they just protect, we'll develop our knight. And they first pin us, so the move here is queen to a5. Takes. And now let's see what my opponent does. The pawn is pinned. They could develop their knight, and we're going to go pin it. But they instead take. So I don't know if we take. Well, we should probably take, actually. Because then b4 would be protecting it, so. Well, it takes. Bishop comes out. I guess then I just go queen back. I guess that's the idea. We could even maybe go here attacking the pawn. Keeping an eye on this diagonal as well. Bishop here is probably the most intuitive move that I can see. Tempoing the queen, getting out, yeah. And then I was just going to play queen to b5, putting pressure on the b2 pawn. They might push. Let's just get our bishop out and try to play e6. We might have tactics with takes at some moment. Their knight's going to have... Well, I guess the knight can go here. Oh. Rather they go like that. So I could go here. But is my queen going to get a little bit stuck, is the question. Here they can't develop. Here, my queen can always slide this way. I am a little bit worried, though, about putting my queen on this square. But it looks like it should be fine at the moment. They can't go here because then I just captured. What I'm trying to do is play e6. They can go... No, they can't do that because of check. They can block, but then I just take here with check, and their whole position crumbles. You can't block with the queen because then I take the rook. And yeah, but I just take here now with check. Your whole position is crumbling. And now we just want to try and stabilize the position up 2 pawns. So e6 probably is going to be the way. So let's play e6. Getting our bishop ready to come out, but we're going to develop. Get our bishop out, castle, and then we'll start trying to make a little bit of progress. But we're already up 2 pawns, so we don't need to be too greedy. That is a good move. So I pretty much have to play queen e4 here. We have a threat on the b4 pawn in a couple different ways. So here would be a mistake. Knight here is annoying, but... Well, no, knight here is not annoying because I just take the bishop. So they move their knight, or they move their queen, but now I can take here if I want to give the pawn with check. I don't think giving that pawn with check is a good idea. Although takes check... Oh, no, then my rook hangs. So let's stay patient and let's play rook c8. They move the knight. So we pretty much have to take the pawn now. So let's go ahead and capture the pawn. They can open up my king, which is a little bit scary. But we're going to play bishop e7, and we should be able to survive this. Because the queen is protecting this. This is protected. We also have ideas of going knight to e4 if needed. The queen can't move off the defense of the bishop. So check, bishop to e7. They attack my queen to start. Oh. Yeah, my king's getting stuck in the center of the board, which is not good. Takes rook here. I don't think I can take that, but what else do I play? Can I go queen here? Trying to play like knight e4. Okay, let's go queen to d4. Rook in, knight e4 is my idea. Unpinning this. While also pinning this pawn. They can go here. It's not good. My king is stuck in the center. We're up 3 pawns, but I think I'm going to lose a piece. This is the problem when you have an unsafe king. I cannot play a move like this. I might even have to commit to like some king f8, yeah. I guess now I just take the pawn. What else do I have? The knight is under attack. Yeah, they wanted to put more pressure. Very understandable. But I think that gives me time to play knight here if takes, king takes. Here I have a check. The check doesn't do anything though. I can play rook here, but then there's a check here. Let's play knight to e4. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to go into this line. We're going to lose a piece, but we're still up some material. I'm probably just going to play rook f8, or rook e8. Try to play king f8. I have to play this. I'm just wondering if check is going to do anything. It does get my queen in a better position immediately. They also have check here. But maybe then I can go here. I don't want to go back. I'm trying to avoid going back. They also have an immediate check, but then I just play here and they're not getting the piece back. So they have to be careful. I think f3 is probably their best move. So let's calculate. f3, rook e8, takes, I take. We have 3 pass pawns, but if we have a lot of pieces on the board, they're not really going to show the advantage as much. Oh, they go for this, but that shouldn't be a good move. I should be able to go king f8. As much as I don't want to play king f8. But now they're not getting the piece. They can take the pawn. But then I'll take their knight. No, I won't. Yeah, so they're attacking my rook. Let's play rook e8. Can't take the knight because then we would have hung the rook. Now they're threatening checkmate. But I can come back and fork them. Takes. That's not good. So maybe I have to go here. They take. This check is the issue. If I push here. Here there's this. Can I just push f6? Let's go f6. No checkmate. Is there this move? Oh. Yeah. Oops. So now we're just losing. Yeah, we're just completely losing now. So this is also checkmate. Yeah, I overlooked that move. Oops. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Alright, we're gonna resign. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, we were well, not completely. We were winning. We were losing, winning, then losing, then we were winning again here. What did I have to play? We have to go forward with the king. allowing this still. And takes. That's drawing. We have to take the other way. It was a very tricky position. Let's take a look at this. We didn't get our king safe. That was the issue. So bringing out the bishop's actually wrong. We should play e6 in this kind of position. Keeping our bishop at home. That doesn't feel very good. Then they blundered big time here. And then once again, we just weren't able to get our king safe. We had no issue. Like, we had no opportunity. I guess this works to get it safe. Check, forcing a queen trade. King moves and then probably just castles. And then if takes. But yeah, we blundered and then we blundered again. Play knight there, takes. King, yeah, in this position you have to play king to e6. But we don't, and then we have this happening, and it's just mates. Like, there's nothing I could have done to stop it. So, well played by my opponent. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.